check this board. Look at that. They look like white ceramic chips with gold caps, gold legs. Even yeah, there's even chips under these heat shields, which are also gold plated. Wow. G'day scrappers, welcome to a little scrap marathon. This is the end of my broadcasting equipment, and some people mentioned I should do a bit of a scrap marathon, and basically that's what I'm doing. And this is the last of my broadcasting equipment. I actually just sold a whole bunch of this stuff, about 12 items, and so this is what's left. And apart from a few items that I'm keeping for a couple other people, well, everything's been picked at, taken away, and this is all that's sort of left over. And yeah, there might be some items here that are still worthwhile to people, but time to scrap it. I'm over having people over looking at things and haggling. So this is the V-Cart, the AWA. It's just a cartridge editing system. No one wants it, so we're going to scrap it. It looks pretty cool, nice and neat. Would have been an expensive item like most of the things, but it seems to have a bunch of cards here, so I'm just going to pull them out. Okay, so not a great deal here. They're just well, that's barely a mid-grade board, but we'll take it. And yeah, so yeah, I just had a guy come over from Sydney and pick up a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that was pretty cool. He drove like 600 miles to get here overnight, rocked up first thing in the morning, and picked out a whole bunch of things, about a dozen items. And yeah, so I think he did pretty well out of what he picked up, and you know, and I did okay too. It's a lot easier to sell a whole bunch of items than it is to deal with each item individually. So yeah, in the end, I got my value out of. I got some value out of what I picked up from these 3 loads. You know, obviously I've sold other things over the time. Yeah, these are really basic. They've got some gold pins there, so these are just going to go barely mid-grade, but I've got to take off this backing. They're not much to these actually. If they had gold fingers, it would have been a little bit better for me, but looks like they're all identical boards. So yeah, not a great deal here. And yeah, like I said, since no one wants to buy it, I'm sort of over this broadcasting equipment. We're going to start scrapping everything out, what's left, and move on to other bigger and better things. Not much here. It's not a backplane board, it's just the individual pins, so I won't worry about that. I might just have a look and see if this is actually anything. And yeah, for those that have been waiting for a long time, the street scrapping is actually starting in a couple of weeks. It's the area closest to me, and it's actually the last of regular street scrapping for that area ever. After that, it's just going to be booked pickups, so a lot less, and not like it used to be. So yeah, street scrapping is a completely different thing these days, unfortunately. This is just a very heavy power supply actually. Okay, so not much there. Just have a look at the back. yes, just this, what's that? That's another, it's just a power supply fan system. So it's just scrap steel. It's not worth getting into that. And apart from a little piece of wire, yeah, so probably a multi-$1,000 item, but scrap value, very little. It's just got all these, you know, really nice ports and stuff, but it's just nothing to it. So I'm just going to leave that. Might be able to get dirty aluminium for some of this. Just see. Okay, so it's all kind of aluminium, so I might just put this, I won't bother dismantling it. I'll just throw the whole lot into Iron Alley. And this thing, predominantly steel. Yep, it's all steel, so scrap steel. Oh well, got a bit of Iron Alley. So, well, that's the first item. And yeah, we'll see how long I go with this scrap Marify. I've got quite a lot of items here that have been left over. You know, some people might say, oh, this is still good stuff. And in there, guys picked out of the garage and stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty much over having people over for this stuff. It's just, yeah, been a real mess with the head. Just too much waffle and yeah, actually, well, I might be able to get a couple of pieces extruded out of here. So just while I'm here, since it's going to scrap steel this bit. Why not get, you know, like I said, I've sold to quite a few people this broadcasting stuff, and I've made pretty good money. So, you know, everything's a bonus from here. But there's two nice pieces of extruded aluminium, beautiful, extra bonus, and now we've got scrap steel. So that's one. That was a nice and quick scrap. Let's do another. So no idea what this one is. It's just a whole bunch of cards again, a couple of power supplies, obviously a rack mounted thing, but yeah, they look like distribution amplifiers from what they say. So yeah, once again, actually quite interesting power supplies. These have got toroidal transformers. So I'll open one up just to get a bit of a look at kind of sealed. Okay. We'll have a little look here. Very unusual. Okay, well, yeah, at least these ones are kind of worth, instead of just throwing them into scrap steel. Can throw the toroidal transformer into that steel. There we go. Throw that into transformers and a bit of decent wire. Oh well, yeah. Oh, bit of extruded aluminium as well. That's good. Just junk. Wire. There we go. Toroidal transformer. Throw it straight into transformers. It's mostly ferrite. It's got a lot of ferrite, a lot of weight, a lot better than scrap steel. And there's another one I'll do a bit later. And then just a whole bunch of these cards. And I dare say they don't have fingers either. That's what we want. We want, you know, since we're scrapping, we might as well go for the gold recovery. And a lot of this broadcasting equipment does have a lot of boards with gold fingers and a really good gold on them, but these ones don't. And yeah, once again, we're going to have to try and take off these backs. These are, just steel backs. And I mean, they're barely mid-grade. They've got a few IC chips here and some tantalum capacitors. So not a lot. So there's no way it can put the boards in mid-grade with the steel. So now that's a bit better. It's nice and clean. It's not a lot of weight. There might be some ICs under there, who knows, but we can just, you know, call this a mid-grade board now. So at least they're, you know, sellable. And yeah, we're just going to be left with a lot of steel. They, once again, they all look absolutely identical. Wow. They could have changed it up a little bit. Well, it obviously did what it was meant to do. So this one as well is going to be a real easy one. And well, you know, no doubt someone's going to say, oh, you know, I could have used that. Well, you know, if you're on the other side of the world, it's kind of impossible. And if you're here, well, I gave everyone plenty of chance to grab what they want and a fair price. As long as you come and pick them up, no problem. You can have what you want. Okay, so I don't think, yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, they're just individual plugs. I don't bother with this for gold recovery. Obviously, I've given away so many pins for gold recovery. I'm not going to go that far. A little bit of wire at the back here. See if it's worth opening up and not going to bother. Screws are being, there's really just a few strands of wire. I might as well just throw this straight into scrap steel again, and just got a whole heap of boards that, yeah, just got to take off each steel plate, and then, yeah, just get away with it being a mid-grade board. Whereas, you know, a lot of these vintage style boards, they do have good, precious metal recovery, so not always just gold. There might be gold pins in there, who knows, but we've got tantalum, few IC chips, and they're the shiny plastic ones which usually do have gold in them. Yeah, quite a lot of tantalum. A lot of times the vintage boards also have quite good silver and so on. So I think, yeah, that's a good one. I'm happy with that. Nice quick again. Move on to something else. So up next we've got a waveform monitor. Seem to have gotten a lot of these waveform monitors, some sold. These are the ones that John West rejected. There's not a great deal, I don't think, as far as scrap. See, the boards are very basic, bit of aluminium there if I clean up the plugs, but basically it's a a tube there, and so there's yeah, it's really, it's just about Irony Alley basically, and yeah, like even this board here, it's got 1.5 chips, so it's, you know, and here we've got a couple of chips. It's almost not even worth taking off the boards. But like I said, with these old school circuit boards, they do have a lot of precious metal content, especially silver in these ones. When they made these, silver was you know, next to nothing, and so if I put this into mid-grade board, my buyer will get good value in return as far as precious metal content. And yeah, these just are not, don't have any real scrap value apart from, as I said, the wire and in the end, Irony Alley. So they're only worth a few bucks, but you know, what can I do? I've got to move on from this stuff. I'm kind of over all this broadcasting equipment. I just want to mostly get rid of it so I can move on to other stuff that I need to keep scrapping. And yeah, because I've turned off advertising due to certain personal reasons. I had to focus on other things, so I'm not getting really any new calls, obviously, no advertising, but I plan to restart that soon, and yeah, get into what I actually make the real money off, and that is IT equipment and stuff like that. So it'd be really good to clear off all this broadcast stuff and just yeah, move on to the next things and go from there. It's been driving me nuts, spending a lot of time on people coming to look at things, and you know, I've only had a couple of decent guys that have been, you know, reasonably honest and you know, not just coming to totally take advantage of me. You know, I mean, that's going to happen anyway. But you know, the guy I had today was a nice guy, and you know, I'm pretty sure he done really well. But at the same time, as I mentioned, I did good because I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff in one go rather than dealing with 10 different people. So hoping that, you know, he got a few bonus items, and hopefully he got more than he expected, and everyone's happy, you know, and we just move on. You know, that's just how we go. You know, for me, it's just about, so all I'm going to do here is clean up a bit of this wire. You know, it is very intense wire, and so get some value there. I'll leave the chips on, and I can throw this into mid-grade board because I can see there's a lot of real oddball things that they'll get precious metal value out of, and that's it. You know, this is just a matter of really just going through the motions, processing it, getting rid of it, and hoping that the IT equipment comes in. We want laptops and PCs that we can, we don't have to scrap. We just on-sell it, and you know, I mean, I can do 4 or 5 pickups, good IT pickups, and you know, make $4,000 or $5,000. You know, average of $1,000 a pickup pretty easily. so I don't really have to, you know, worry about this stuff. But initially I was just trying to do the right thing, and you know, trying to pass on this stuff to people that could possibly use it, because it's running out. There's not going to, you know, eventually no one's going to be able to find this stuff, this old school analog stuff. So, you know, but you know, you can only pass on so much fairly. I've mentioned before, you know, some people just base it on scrap value like this. You know, it's probably, I don't know, $5 or $6 worth of scrap value. It's really not, you know. And then some people say, oh well, since it's only about $5 or $6 worth of scrap value, I'll give you $10 for it, you know. And I think, oh, it's, in the end, I don't care about the money. It's just like, if it's something that they really want and they just want to give me virtually nothing for it, what am I going to hang around here for an extra $4? You know, waiting for someone to come and wasting hours. I'd rather just move on and, you know, just throw it in scrap metal rather than, you know. And then they say, oh, you know, but you know, oh, I don't know, you know, it's just, it does my head in sometimes, some of these people out there. But so once again, clean up the wire, and I'll throw this in mid-grade, and they will get quite a lot of silver, and who knows, oddball precious metals, most likely palladium, because you just got to base it on the value of, you know, precious metals at the time of manufacture. And platinum was expensive, but palladium was cheap as chips. So, you know, and now it's kind of almost opposite, although platinum and palladium have balanced out again. They're kind of similar price again. So so as you can see, this is all aluminium inside, but there's no, well, there might be a circuit board under here, just not sure, might have to go from the back. But apart from that, yeah, like I said, it's a cathode tube, no real good to me. And see if we can get some extra wire here. But yeah, you know, I have scrapped a few of these things, so I've had my fun out of them. Now it's just about, let's just get rid of it. And yeah, I do have a lot of regular IT stuff to process, PCs and servers and stuff like that. I've got a stack of switches, Cisco stuff. It's all got to go. Okay, so here we've got a really good board, a lot of IC chips, and I keep mentioning these shiny plastic ICs. It's like a glossy black. They're usually the old school ICs, and a lot of times the camera just stopped on me, but a lot of times these can be really good for gold recovery. I can't really notice much in this one, so I won't worry about it. Sometimes, yeah, you know, obviously it always makes a liar out of me, but oh, bashing things around. Just want to get this board out, and I'll get some value out of this board as a mid-grade. And yeah, I just hope when I restart advertising that I start getting decent calls again and start making a decent income. You know, I'm pretty lucky that I've gotten YouTube. You know, YouTube actually helps me pay the bills. So thanks to everyone that watches. Not as much as it used to. Things have changed a little bit, but it's still pretty good considering. and yeah, so that kind of helps supplement my income a little bit, even though I'm not really putting up many videos anymore. But it's just that I've got like over 600 videos, so people still watch, crazy enough. So yeah, again, I'll just clean up this wire, and these boards, again, mid-grade boards. So quite a decent little stack of mid-grade boards here. And the rest, there is a transformer I might be able to get just to, I kind of want to, got to get it out, but it doesn't look like it's going to come out very easily. This should, okay. Get this steel. Okay, this transformer still won't come out, but it's not going to bother me too much, because I'll just iron the alley. Yeah, she's not coming, so I'm just going to leave that. I'll leave a bit of wire just to make it look a little bit better, but there are no other boards. We've got the main boards out of there, and this whole thing, it's mostly aluminium, I'd say, by weight, maybe 50-60%. So it's just a low-grade irony alley, but because I'll have so much of this stuff, we'll get away with this being irony alley as well. There we go. So that, as you can see, it was a waveform monitor, and not a great deal, but at least we can, because these are old school, the oh, sorry about that, my board buyer will get value out of all these, just for silver recovery mostly, and possibly palladium. You never know. All right, well, that's that one. A waveform monitor. They're nothing spectacular, but and I've got quite a few of them, but I've certainly got a whole heap of other type of testing equipment, so we'll do something a little bit different. All right, so this one is a PAL vectorscope. Yeah, once again, it's looks like it's just going to be mostly aluminium and a couple of circuit boards maybe. Yeah, so there you go. This one's virtually, even the circuit boards are really nothing, so there's really no scrap value here, apart from obviously some wire, but another good one to get rid of anyway. Just cut out all the wires, see what we get from it. Just want to flip these quickly so I can start going on to regular IT and stuff of better value, and just give me some room. Just tired of seeing all this broadcasting equipment hanging around, so happy to see the end of them, really. But you know, well, we still get a little bit of value, and get to see what's in them anyway. Yeah. I'll take out these easy circuit boards anyway, just to make it look better for Iron Alley, so it doesn't just look like just one complete electrical item. At least it looks like what they're paying for. Yeah, so virtually nothing on here. A few of these gold recovery, so I'll pick what I can off it and leave the rest. I dare say it would have taken quite a long time to wrap all this wire up and work it all out. But yeah, once again, these are good for gold recovery. Got the gold under there, so. Alright, I'm pretty happy that side. Under here, it's got some capacitors, can also go as aluminium, iron alley. Probably not worth wasting time with this one. Alright, we'll just get out the this circuit board. Go. Yeah, so pretty low value circuit boards, but just looks better when taking them out. Probably should get out that transformer, but I don't really want to. And I'll just pick out some of these transistors or whatever they are. Yeah, so they're all got gold legs and gold legs and caps and so on. So, oh well. There we go. Well, I don't really want to do much else here because it's pointless. I can get away with this going as the Iron Alley. It looks all right now. It does have a big transformer that I probably should attempt to take out, but yeah, I'm gonna call this one done. Get rid of it. And this one's got multiple modules in it, vision modulator, and then all these little generators, sound modules. Not really sure, but another one I want out. nice up. Good aluminium anyway. So these, I'll just throw these straight into Iron Alley rather than trying to clean up the screws and all that. Some modules with some cards inside, so we'll check them out. There's a good card, some ceramic ICs, pretty good one. We can throw this into mid-grade. It's actually got really good gold pins there. But, yeah. Another one of them. And the third. So this is a bit better. We're getting a bit more value out of it. And there's a that's a weird one. We might open and have a look inside. If sometimes there's really nothing in them too, but yeah, just pretty much a nothing power kind of board. So good piece of aluminium actually. So there's quite a few boards under there. Be interesting to see if there are any that we can get a grade out of. Okay. Don't think there's anything under there, but we want this nice bit of aluminium anyway. Another one. So it's just that, and it looks like, yep, it's all aluminium. Can take off these jacks, bit of just to build up the gold recovery stuff. Not that I'm going to be recovering from everything, but depends what I do with it. I forgot to put my mic on. Typical. Not sure if I'm gonna. Yeah, they won't screw off, but these are, because they're so very old school jacks. Kind of want them. Add to the stack, and yeah, if I don't get around to actually recovering the gold, you know, I'll still have stuff to sell. So yeah, this can all go as Iron. Nice. Okay. Also got these gold jacks here. Might as well take off. Yep. Lost one. Now let's see what these boards are, whether they're worth taking out or throwing the whole thing in Iron. Yeah, no, not really. There's one ceramic IC, so when they're old school, vintage, you know, certainly don't leave the ceramic ICs in there. You see the ceramic part comes off, and under there you can see it's you might be able to see it's they're all gold. So this part is just rubbish, it's just ceramic. There's nothing in there. That's the part we want. And these just get processed like regular ceramic ICs or ceramic CPUs, the same kind of deal. Good stuff. That's not a gold one. So. All right. Well, there's another one just about done here. I'm just going to throw this in Iron Alley as well. So at least we're getting better than steel value, and obviously there's no rubbish tax on non-ferrous stuff, including Iron Alley, even though it does have ferrous. Might as well get that transformer off. Maybe not. Now, we've got another big transformer under there. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get that one out. More aluminium? Yeah. So, okay, I'll get these heat sinks out, and that might probably won't release the. Let's see if I can get these heat sinks out. Go. That's the main thing we wanted. Ooh, that's a heavy transformer. There we go. Got that. So transformers are obviously no good for Iron Alley, really, if you can avoid them. We sold transformers separate. I throw them in with motors, get away with them. Sometimes scrapyards buy them, prefer to buy them on their own, separate to motors, but I just throw the whole lot in together. Don't worry about it. Get away with it most of the time. All right. So this rest, no point in removing anything more. I can get Iron Alley for all this. Yep. So this part, just happy to throw it in Iron Alley. Got our transformer. Yeah, and I'll open up those little modules. They all look kind of similar. I probably got the camera totally stuffed up on this one, but never mind. Yeah, let me just unscrew these. Okay, I got one. Just have a little squeeze, see if it's Yeah, might be able to get mid-grade for these boards. That's all it is, not much. There's IC chips all along here, so nothing there. So yeah, yep. They're actually removable ICs. So what I'm probably going to do is just remove the ICs, and I'll just leave it together as iron alley again. So the other ones I might just take the top off and then just so we've got our main value for gold recovery anyway, all the ICs, and I think I'll throw that into iron alley. I'll do the same with them too. All right, well, that wasn't too bad, but yeah, as I said, this stuff is quite low value once you go to scrap it, but well, we did get a big transformer, but yeah, see if I could do something else that might be hopefully a bit more interesting than this. Okay, so this is a Bosch digital color encoder. It's quite a heavy thing, and just got to work out how to get her open. These are weird because there's no there we go. It's a sealed box that slides out. Okay. Oh, we did get it. Wow, it looks like basically a server. It's just got 3 transformers there. That looks like where most of the weight is. It's really not much of a board either. That's really strange. Yeah, look at that. Really not much. Don't know what that is. But just another item that's going to get done. Yeah. So I'm really not sure what this box is. Okay, it's just a really strange plug. Just a wire. Yeah, that's very unusual. They're just like little transformers, and yeah, it's not as if it's like a CPU or anything like that. Oh well. Let's see if we can get this board out anyway. Holding. Oh, that's not going to go anyway. Might have to just break some of the board out. I don't even know if this board's going to really come out that easily. Okay, just a daughter card. Yeah, might have to end up breaking this board out, because it doesn't look like it's going to come out very easily at all. Okay. That's really strange. How we're going to do this? Looks like, oh, that saves a bit of hassle. It's a lot of steel weight. I was wondering what's so heavy apart from these 3 transformers. It's mostly the steel. Okay, yeah. Okay, this might help us a bit. Maybe not. Wow. What a drama this is. You know, when it's low value stuff, you start to think, geez, is it worth all this hassle just for a board that's worth a couple bucks, if that? Okay, just another riser card. Tiny alley. Just that one that I knew was going to be a bit of a problem, but aluminium block. There we go. Did that do it? One more. Goodness. All right. So yeah, it's just a mid-grade board. Nothing spectacular, but oh well. You get a bit of wire, that's about it. So there was really not much there. Got some aluminium extruded side brackets. Clean them up. I'll get the 3 transformers out, throw them into transformers. But yeah, wow. Just yeah, just some mid-grade boards. Oh well, at least that's another thing out the way. Phew. Okay, so this is a Leach sync pulse generator, and it looks like it's just got some cards going through it. I flip the top just to have a look. Okay, so yeah, you know, again, reasonably basic stuff. but at least we've got some, you know, decent cards and some good fingers. So we like our bonus gold fingers, you know, with this old school stuff. It's very, very thick plating. So that's all good. So it looks like just another straightforward, easy one. Same deal. I mean, if I just left the fingers on, I could throw this into high grade, you know, because it's all just chips. Yeah. Oh well, there's something a little different. There we go. So, a whole variety of different configured boards. The backplane board I certainly won't worry about. As far as the steel, aluminium, the wire is very basic. But, see if I can get the transformer out, and then once again we'll go for iron alley. Okay, transformer out. Presents it a little bit better for iron alley. I'm going to leave the rest. I don't worry about this little bit of wire. It's not really good wire anyway. And there we go. So that was really quick. Yeah. This one, it's probably just going to go as scrap steel because it looks aluminium, but it's actually steel. All right, well, that was quick. This one's a HP something. Not really sure what it is, but it looks like it might have had one of those cathode tubes in there. Yeah, this is just how it came. Again, a big transformer we want to get out, and at least it's got some cards here and a interesting looking backplane board. We might see if we can actually get it out, but I'll get these, see if these cards will come. Oh wow, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, check this board out. Wow, wowie wow. Did not expect this. Just cut out this wire. Check this board. Look at that. They look like white ceramic chips with gold caps, gold legs. Even yeah, there's even chips under these heat shields, which are also gold plated. Wow, the whole thing. And it's actually plating all over. Goodness me. And the fingers, but look at all the chips. Look at those beautiful chips. Wow, what a board. That's a very pretty expansion card here. Goodness gracious. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I just haven't seen one with just all gold chips like that. Just so pretty. Yeah. Wow. The other ones don't look anything like it, but the backplane board looks pretty fancy too. Oh, there's another little board in here. Okay. So again, very pretty. So even even got the gold jacks, and really good quality gold jacks, and yeah, good fingers, and yeah, PLL buffer multiplier. Pretty outstanding boards. Oh gosh. So more white ceramic ICs, gold caps, slightly different. But the gold here, a lot of times it's just yellow masking. But this is actually, the boards are actually, gold boards. Old school gold boards. Same again, regular ICs. But yeah, and so yeah, it does look like, yeah, it is flashed and then plated by the looks. Jeez, wow, pretty. Oh, just wrecking the joint. Wow, and these ones have got gold legs. These ICs, just 3 of them. But they're spectacular, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this backplane board out, but let me just try and get this transformer. Did not expect that first one. That's one for the collection, I'd imagine. Gosh. Just not sure how I'm going to be able to get into this. We'll just try, and I don't know what it is. It doesn't have any, it's just a HP something, and because the main module is taken out, it just doesn't say anything. There's no covers, so it would have been a would have slid into a rack system. Just not sure how. Okay. How to get that back plane? It might be obviously through the back. All right. Let's see if this does anything. Okay. All right. Looks like we'll be able to get into this backplane board because it looks pretty itself. have to undo this. Oh, some boxes falling out. Look at that. That's a crystal oscillator, it says. Wow. Adjust frequency. It's even got some gold fingers in there. Wow. Oh yeah, we still got this transformer. It's another biggie. Wow. Oh, that's a solid. Oh, that's a heavy transformer, I tell you. Fan. Cast aluminium fan. Okay, some really nice pins there. Oh, there's even gold fingers on this. Gold everywhere. Gotcha. Okay. Wow. How's that for a board? A backplane board. Gold flashed. Pretty. Really awesome. Should be able to, well, we'll get mid-grade at least, but because of the pins are so old school and high grade, might even get high grade for the board. Okay, well that's cool too. Just clean a bit of wire up. Wow, was not expecting a board like that. All right. Whew. Okay, I'll throw all this into, I'll just throw it into Iron Alley. Nice piece. Goodness me, wow. So we got this pretty outrageous backplane board. It's not bad. Just get these risers out, just the big ones. All right, and we got this little car with nice gold fingers on it, and this crystal oscillator with gold fingers on it. Looks like a sealed unit, so I'll just take the gold fingers off. And then, goodness me, Oh, how's that? Fingers, whole flashboard. It's good ceramic. Oh, they look like, no, they're just plastics, but 3 with gold legs on that one. Another very similar, high grade. Another high grade. This one has got some ceramic IC chips, so awesome. This one, some fingers, just interesting. And then this one, it's got the 4 white ceramic ICs with gold caps. And then this one, they're all white ceramic ICs, full gold caps, gold legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 HP ICs, HP brands, 1820 0996. No, they're all different numbers, so they're just different specs. And the gold jacks, gold fingers. Wow, how's that? Now that, I wish all of them came with stuff like that. Like, that's good value, great gold recovery. You know, we know the price of gold these days, so gold recovery is a lot different than what it was when I first started 10 years ago in this biz. So yeah, all right, well, that was awesome. Let's see, we might finish off with a few other items. We'll just see how we go. All right, so what do we got here? PM, a VITS generator and inserter. Okay, fair enough. No idea, but one more thing out the way, I suppose. Let's have a look. Well, nice sheet of aluminium to start. Okay. Oh wow, this is yeah. Some of these are really, you know, average, and some are really good. So this one's got good quality boards. Look at that, and a really nice gold capped ceramic IC there. So that's a little bonus for me. And geez, we've even got some ICs here. So that one's just tactile switches and LED screen. So this main one's no good, but we can take this one off. That's a really good board, and I dare say it won't be a gold EEPROM. Yeah, there's no gold showing on this EEPROM, so I'll just leave it on as a mid-grade board. So that's one little mid-grade board there. Cool. But yeah, a lot of EEPROMs here, and a toroidal transformer. Gosh, a bit of everything here. So can't complain about that. I'll just undo this toroidal transformer first, if we can. I've got the van, the old van, mostly loaded up with what have I got? I've got a tub of wire. I've got irony alley as I'm building up now, and transformers and motors. So the more transformers I can get out at right now, the better, so I don't have to stack them up too soon again. So yeah, this one doesn't show a great deal of copper around this one, so mostly dead weight, but still it's a toroidal transformer, and we'll get away with it being so. And yeah, The more the merrier. What do we got? Little strands of wire. It doesn't seem much, but you know, it takes a gram to, you know, for every gram you eventually get a kilo, and that's what it's all about. And so even the smallest piece of wire, it still adds up in the end. Okay, this board looks like it's going to need a bit of work to get out from the back. So these little wires with all the plugs, see how small they are. So obviously I don't bother taking off the plugs. I just throw these into low-grade wire with plugs, and sometimes they actually pay pretty good money for low-grade with plugs. It's not worth even taking the plugs off sometimes. Okay, so it looks like we've got some aluminium going at the end of all this. So, but there you go. So that's a nice board. Obviously, I'm going to manually remove this, you know, ceramic IC. You know, it just goes as just like a CPU, I guess. So I'll manually remove this, but I probably won't remove anything else because it's got so much dead weight here. If I remove this, it would, with all these chips, it would, you know, still it will go as a mid-grade board. It's certainly not a high-grade board. This is really heavy. Some aluminium here I could probably take off, but probably actually get more leaving it on as a mid-grade. I just want to check the couple of EPROMs here, whether they're gold EPROMs or not. Okay. Okay, so I don't see gold and I don't see gold, so might as well just leave them on. But like I said, all I'll do is just get a little hammer and crack that out and put that with those types of ICs, or you know, put them out as ceramic CPUs in a way. Okay, what do we got here? There's actually a nice CPU there as well. So to get this out, I've got to undo all these little nuts. So that's going to take a bit of time. So I'll save my video battery. Okay, that's done it. All right, yeah, a nice board, but it's kind of it's hard, you know, because it's got all this dead weight. We can't really call it a high-grade board. It's only got this part. I mean, if I cut this part off, we could get away with the high grade, but then it kind of balances out anyway. I'll just put that aside for a second and see if I can get this little card out. It will be another mid-grade board. Okay, so this rest, because all these little prongs no doubt are going to be oh no, they're non-magnetic, but yeah, I'm not going to bother taking all this out. I'm just going to throw this into iron alley, you know, so it balances out. Sometimes they get good clean iron alley, and sometimes they get a little bit, you know, with a little bit more iron than they would probably really want. So it balances out, you know, like a lot of things. Same as mid-grade boards. Some mid-grade boards are higher grade, some mid-grade boards are very low, like you've seen in some of the first boards that I showed you, all those cards, they were very low mid-grade boards. Then we got some higher mid-grade boards, so it balances out. So this one's a pretty good board. It's no gold showing in the EEPROM, so I just leave it on, and we got some decent weight there, being such a small board. So I just want to check to see if these are EEPROMs and whether there's any gold showing. Right, so there's no gold showing on these EEPROMs, so I'm just going to leave this on, and this kind of like a black fiber, it's board mounted. I'm going to leave that on again, and so this is a better mid-grade for my buyer, so it balances out, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with these, you know. I can, if I want, maybe pinch a couple of these removable ICs. Whether they got gold in there or not is another thing, but yeah, I'll just leave it like that, and that's a mid-grade board. So yeah, that was cool. All right, well, we're coming towards the end of this little scrap marathon, I suppose. I've still got stacks of this stuff. I might throw some in between doing some IT equipment. Let's just have a look, see if I might do one monitor just out of interest sake, because yeah, I wanted to see what no one really wanted to buy them. No one was interested, I think, because they're not color, they're monochrome. So I might do one of them just to, you know, get some value out of the monitor before I take it to the transfer station and pass it on. So that might finish off the video. Okay, well, so I think this will be our last item for this little scrap marathon. So this is one of the two monochrome monitors, MM150s. Yeah, no one was interested in these for some reason. I think because they're monochrome. I thought gamers might like them, so before I take this to the transfer station and to get rid of the CRT and stuff, I might as well get some value, like at least the cover, scrap steel. Pretty sure it's just steel. Oh no, it's actually aluminium. Well, that's even better. So a bit of value, bit of a bonus there. Oh, okay, there's a huge toroidal transformer here, and obviously we're going to get the copper yoke, and the gaussing cable looks tucked right in. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. There's a couple of boards, probably nothing spectacular in there, but oh well, at least yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll see if we can get, you know, at least some value out of it. So with CRTs, even though it hasn't been powered on for probably years, you know, just like to disconnect some of the wires. So that was the main wire to the flyback transformer. Before I, you know, start touching anything else, just disconnect the wires from the tube, and everything should be good. All right. And yeah, so I'll just take this straight to the transfer station as it is, see if I can get any more metal out. Mostly, you know, it's just about getting rid of the tube, and so it'll be good. But yeah, it's a huge toroidal transformer that I can get out, and yeah, that should do us for this scrap marathon, and hope it was a bit of fun there, something interesting, you know. You saw that beautiful boards, well, that beautiful board, the gold board, just amazing actually. Really nice one to keep as a bit of a collectible. Yeah, to make a nice vintage gold board display or something, you know, I don't know. Why not? Here we're mostly going to get a bit of wire. Not a great deal of value really, but since I can take this all to the transfer station, you know, before I give it to them, I might as well get, you know, some value out of it. All right, let's try and get this toroidal out. Okay. Okay. It should do that. There we go. Toroidal transformer sealed up. Just throw that into, once again, transformers. Yeah, well, we'll get the see if we can get the yoke out. Sometimes they can be really stuck on, you know, but hopefully. There we go. So we've got our copper yoke, main thing there. So not a huge one, but yeah, it's got a bit of copper. We can smash that out in our spare time. Yeah, really not a great deal else. There is a board down the bottom. It's really not much, but it could, you know, probably be a mid-grade board. We'll just see if I can get it. Might as well get as much value as I can out of it. Move a few things. Alright. Might have to come through the back here. Slide this whole module out. At least I can sell that. There we go. So yeah, it's basically, yeah, mid-grade board if I can undo it, which should be okay. All right. We're going here. So yeah, it's been a productive scrap marathon for me anyway. At least I've gotten rid of some of the stuff and still got a lot more to go. Probably twice as much, maybe 3 times as much as I've already done in this video. But I have been doing a few little things in between, and yeah, like I said, I'm loading up the van for stuff. So yeah, we can get away with this being a mid-grade board. Probably the only thing, just to make it look a bit better as a mid-grade board, is just to remove one of these capacitors, the highest one. It'll pack better into the thing. I can still throw this into irony aluminium being an aluminium capacitor, and now that's a bit better for a mid-grade board. It's got 3-4 IC chips on it, not bad. Some value there, you know, a few cents, but you know, better than nothing. There is another board at the back here, but it's got the flyback transformer on there, so I might see if I can get it out, because I can always throw it into scrap steel. And it looks like there's a few removable IC chips that I'll be able to pick off. There we go. Once again, yeah, so there's 4 IC chips that I can remove off the board, get this little bit of copper off, and then throw, and there's even some nice copper here I can pick off, and then throw the rest just into scrap metal virtually, but at least I'll get the IC chips and a bit of copper. Again, better than just giving it away. Yeah, bit of wire. I could also take out, there's another power board here, but there's nothing on it, so I might as well just leave that. I'm not going to worry about this braided. I could take the braided, I suppose. So the braided copper wire, what I'll do with this, I'll just throw this into brass, because I got rid of all my braided copper wire. You know, I could put this into, yeah, I could put it into just number 2 copper. It's tin plated copper wire, or throw it into brass if I can't be bothered. Bit more wire. There we go, nice. And we're pretty much done. So the rest, I won't try and dismantle any more of the metal, because it will just make it really awkward, I think. Yeah, it's kind of like a hole sealed thing. So now I'm happy to get rid of this as just as a CRT monitor. The recyclers will take this, you know, they take it free here. You know, obviously I've still got to bring it to them and stuff, but you know, I do it in one big load where I take all my monitors and everything to them, and yeah, get rid of it, as well as keyboards and printers and flat screen TVs and or any TVs, stuff that I don't deal with. All right, well that was quick and easy. And well, at least we've got a toroidal transformer out of it, and we've got a copper yoke to smash up and grab a bit of copper. Price of copper these days, yeah, it's pretty well worth it. But yeah, I hope that was a bit interesting. Yeah, I'm being, you know, some people have mentioned in the comments that I'm being a bit slack with my videos. They're stretching them out a bit too far apart. So, you know, I'm going to try. I've got a lot of individual things that I want to scrap. Probably want to do another scrap marathon soon. But there's also, in a couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure there's street scrapping. So I might go out and do a bit of street scrapping just to sort of like try and get my mojo back into it, and just to have a bit of fun there, because street scrapping is completely different than it was a few years ago. We're running out of areas, so there's only one area close to me, or 2 that are reasonably close to me that are coming up soon. So you know, I might go out there and just have a bit of fun. And yeah, the reason why I don't tend to push the street scrapping hard these days is there are a lot of people out there doing street scrapping, and they're trying to, you know, like, they're struggling to make a living, and I don't want to sort of step on their toes and take money out of their pocket. You know, if they're trying to feed their family and pay the bills, you know, I've got my, you know, eWaste business as well, so that helps me out. And YouTube as well. You know, appreciate all you guys that watch my YouTube videos, and you know, especially if you're watching the ads. You know, I make a little bit, you know, a few cents from, you know, you actually letting the ads roll. That really helps me. And yeah, I just don't want to sort of step on people's toes out there street scrapping. So I'm going to go out there, have a bit of fun, not push it too hard, and try and leave a little bit of, you know, just pick stuff that I like and not go really hard, and you know, try and take, you know, people's livelihoods from them as well. You know, like, you know, it's, you know, it kind of is dog eat dog out there out in the streets, but you know, so you know, if I'm out there and I'm, you know, doing it, I'm entitled to get a bit myself, but I just, you know, don't want to try and you know, pick the guts out of everything, you know. So we'll see how that goes. It's just going to be for a bit of fun out there, because it's been a while since I've done street scrapping, and you know, I really enjoy that. I just wish it was like it was 4 or 5 years ago, where every area was where they put out their rubbish, you know, for hard rubbish removal once a year. But it's just changed now. It's all booked pickup, so you know, it's a lot harder these days. So anyway, all right, well, hope that was a bit of fun. I'll try and get up some more videos a lot quicker than I have been, and like I said, I've had you know, family issues, stuff going on, so you know, I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things. So hope you all stick with me, and yeah, keep scrapping, guys, have fun, and I'll catch you real soon.